Yo, what is going on, guys? This is Shadow Dragon here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Salvation Remake. Last episode, guys, yeah, Monica gave us a warning that Sayori was in a lot of danger. She ended up, doing something very bad. She ended up in hospital. She's currently in an induced coma. If you know, you know. But yeah, now Natsuki's here to come cheer us up, I guess, after our painful mornings. Let's get going.
Hey Shadow, you surprised to see me here?
Yeah, actually, how did you...
Well, Monica told us all about it and cancelled the festival as well.
Oh, this sprite's new by the way, I really like it. I see. I'm not sure how I feel about Monica just going and telling Natsuki and Yuri about all this. Yeah, I kind of agree here though. They were Sayori's friends though, so they kind of have a right to know, but at the same time, would Sayori really wanted them to know? I don't know. Sayori barely wouldn't tell me about her depression. I can't imagine how she'd feel about the whole club knowing about it. Yeah, fair point, fair point.
Listen, I'm pretty hungry and, well, do you want to go grab a bite to eat in the cafeteria?
Only not a response. Natsuki having money though? That's weird. Natsuki and I grabbed 2 sandwiches from the cafeteria before heading back to the waiting room to eat. Do hospitals have a cafeteria? That's not really a thing in Australia. I've never been to a hospital with a cafeteria. It was extremely crowded. Natsuki didn't seem keen on sitting in there, so we decided on the waiting room. Hey, aren't you gonna head back to school?
Are you kidding? They let you skip the whole day too? As if. Besides, why would I want to go back to school after what happened to Sayori? I really wouldn't be able to focus.
Really? Were you guys close or something? Doesn't matter! You just found out your best friend's in the hospital. Would you be able to focus? No! Natsuki gives me a look that immediately makes me feel like an idiot. I guess this kind of proves I don't really know Sayori or Natsuki that well at all. I guess we're dumber in the remake. And I tried dating her too. Natsuki grumbles to herself. She takes a pretty hearty bite out of her sandwich.
Well, I wouldn't call it close, but she was my friend. I would think that would be obvious to you. But I guess I was wrong to assume that about you.
These sprites are on point, man. I love these sprites. Might take a few, for my thumbnails. I shake my head and continue eating my lunch. We continue eating in silence. There really isn't much to talk about anyway. I know she finished eating a lot faster than I did, as if she was starving or something. You couldn't have been further from the truth. Wait, didn't we deal with Yuri and Natsuki's problems in Salvation Original as well? Did they change that in this version?
Now that was a good sandwich.
What, really? You think so? It was pretty bland to me.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't know good food even if you hit you in the face.
Oh, right, I forget who I'm talking to. I shrug my shoulders and continue eating. I'll admit this was a bit of a nice distraction for all of this, but now my mind has shifted back to Sayori in her current state. I wonder if she's awake yet. Around 30 minutes go by, the doctor finally appears from Sayori's room down the hallway. He flashes me a thumbs up and gestures that it's okay for me to go back. Come on, Natsuki, let's go see Sayori.
Oh, already? Okay.
I slowly walk in and Natsuki follows shortly after. Sorry guys, I'm flippin' tired. I hear a light gasp escape her before she looks away. Hey, you gonna be alright? These sprites! I'm sorry man, I'm just getting excited about the dumbest things.
Yeah, it's just...
Natsuki tries very hard to hide the emotions in her voice, but fails.
It's just really weird seeing her like that. Oh, there's tubes in her body. Is this also my fault?
Of course not, don't blame yourself for this. Nobody knew this could have happened. Natsuki quickly wipes away her tears and takes a deep breath.
Okay, I'm sure she'd hate to see me crying like this anyway. Look, just don't tell anybody you saw me like this, okay?
I wouldn't even think of it. I followed Natsuki, she slowly walks up to Sayori, she sniffles lightly, rubs her eyes before speaking.
Hey Sayori, it's me, Natsuki. Gosh, this is so weird, isn't it? Can you even hear what I'm saying right now? I feel like an idiot. But, well, I just want to say that I really appreciate having you as a friend, and I'm really glad you're okay. I know I was kind of mean to you at first, but, well, I just didn't really get to know you all that well, that's all. But if I'm being honest with you, you really brought a lot to the club. I can't imagine anybody else as its vice president, so you better get better fast. I don't think I'd ever forgive you if you left me alone with Shadow.
I chuckle to myself and Natsuki giggles as well, not for wiping away a tear from her eye. Well, honestly wasn't expecting that from you.
What, you think I don't have a heart or something?
Well, no, I guess I don't really know what I expected.
Let me ask you something, Shadow. Just last week, if I had to guess, you were trying to hit on me, weren't you?
What? It's not the time to be talking about this, by the way. I nearly fall over at Natsuki's extremely forward question. It's not something I know myself, really. Something just compelled me to go after her, almost as if it wasn't my own decision. That 4-4 broke. Regardless of what happened, the hard truth is that I did try to go for her. I mean, one look at my pods would tell you that. Why would I bother writing about puppies and kittens and all that? Come on, man, you don't like dogs and cats? Well, I didn't really expect you to be so forward with me, first of all. Well, I figured it out now. I don't think there's really a right time to ask anyway. I see. Well, I guess we're all being honest here. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I knew it. You knew the whole time? Oh, come on, it was obvious as heck. I mean, I do appreciate you taking my side and liking my writing, but I kind of always knew Sayori was your kind of girl. Oh my god, that's so cute! What is wrong with me? I'm just... Oh, this mod! I'm loving this remake, man. It's so good. Plus, after really thinking it over, I should really try to improve my writing a bit more. I don't mean going all cryptic and weird like Yuri, though. But over the weekend, I realised I could probably get a little more creative with my word choices. Well, that's great to hear then. Honestly, I'm just glad things don't have to be awkward or anything. Yeah, Sayori, she's special to me. I don't really think I showed it all that much, but deep down, she's still one of my closest friends, you know? Yeah, I understand, but I don't really have anybody I can call a close friend, but... I can handle things by myself too. I'm learning to be independent, and that's a very important skill. I mean, you're pretty close to Yuri, aren't you? I chuckle to myself. Now that's the Natsuki I know. I hear a phone go off seemingly coming from her. I shakes out, she seems slightly annoyed. Anything wrong? Not really. My friends are just asking me where I'm at. It is lunchtime at school after all. I didn't exactly want to mention why I'd be skipping out today. I understand. Natsuki quickly types a message and puts her phone away. She sighs and looks back at Sayori, looking very lost in thought. I feel a bit guilty now. I'm not sure if the situation really called for Natsuki and I to have a casual conversation like this. Regardless, we don't say anything to each other anymore, and I think it's better that way. It's already around the time school is over. I spent most of my day here in this room watching over my friend who hasn't moved an inch since I got here. I'm extremely exhausted. That sleep I got earlier wasn't nearly enough to get me back up to speed. I missed my bed. And yeah, I can't imagine leaving Sayori by herself. It just feels wrong. So like I don't trust the docs or nurses that work here. I just feel like I should be here with her as well. Bro, that scared the hell out of me. I nearly jumped after hearing a light knock on the door. A nurse walks in and surprisingly, Monica follows shortly after. Hey, Shadow, I honestly didn't expect you to spend the whole day here. I shrugged my shoulders. I'm not leaving Sayori's side until I'm kicked out of here. Actually, that looks like it'll happen soon. Visiting hours are almost over. Well, I remember hearing that at least one person could stay with a patient if necessary. Oh, well, that won't be necessary then. I talked to Sayori's mother and her dad will be staying overnight with her. You know her mom? Yeah, it's required that I know all the girls' parents, club president stuff, you know, but you don't know our parents, what? Huh, well, that's new. Nobody ever told me about that. So you know my mom too? Monica fidgets a little. Well, yeah, but I've never had any reason to contact her, I guess. It's for emergency reasons. Right, so what are you doing back here? Not that there's anything wrong with that. Gosh, so many questions, Shadow. Right, sorry. How about I walk you home? I'm sure you hate to be alone during all this. No, I'm okay. I'd actually rather be alone right now. Well, it's a lot to take in. You understand, right? Yeah, I understand. I guess I'll stay here for a few more minutes then. You should really get your rest though. I'm sure Sayori wouldn't like for you to suffer for her sake. Once again, I shrug my shoulders in response. She gives me a friendly smile as I head out the door. For some reason, I feel like I should be suffering right now. I feel like I deserve it for letting Sayori drift away from me. No, that's not... no. But there is some truth to Monica's words. I think she'd probably tell me to get some rest too. I decide to take the long way for the city, almost as if I'm biding my time for something, though I'm not quite sure what. I place my hands in my pocket and just look down the sidewalk. Jeez, I mean, what a day. Even my own thoughts, I don't know what to think to myself. It just hurts so much to think about how much pain Sayori was in, and I had no idea. I just feel like I could have done more. I know I could have done more. I'm such... what the... If we could look up to see... Why did I have a feeling we'd meet Yuri here? I haven't done a voice in ages, sorry guys. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Yuri, what the heck? What are you doing here? Shadow? Oh, Shadow, I'm so sorry. I'm so clumsy. I didn't even see you. Oh no, that was entirely my fault. I'll help you with your books. It's obvious Yuri doesn't want me to get her books for her, so I quickly picked them up, all up before she has any objections. So, what are you doing out here anyway? Well, I heard the news about Sayori. I wanted to go see her. I was just there, visiting hours are ending in a bit, I believe. That's what Monica told me anyway. Really? I'm always messing these things up, aren't I? No, it's okay, it's fine, really. I'm sure Sayori wouldn't mind at all. Yuri stays quiet and sniffles. Well, I guess I'll just head home then. I'll visit her tomorrow. I'll probably be there too, the whole day. Natsuki also skipped the second half of classes to come see her. Natsuki as well? So I am the only one who didn't visit? Trust me, it's okay. I'm almost positive she'd understand. She'd probably say stuff about how school was more important or something. Thinking about it, I don't even think Yuri liked me all that much back in the club. We never talked to each other much after the first few days. Was it because I never took her writing advice, or that I just sided with Natsuki all the time? Yuri? I want to apologise for not really taking any of your advice last week about writing. I don't want you to think that I didn't appreciate it or anything, it's just, I don't really know what came over me. I mean, joining a club surrounded by all these girls I've never met before, it was pretty overwhelming. You know what I mean, right? Yuri giggles lightly. You don't need to explain yourself, Shadow. I completely understand. If we're both being honest with each other, I'd be lying to myself if I didn't said it didn't bother me, though. I guess I saw you as another chance to find someone who appreciates me for who I am and isn't afraid of me, and that I started saying too much, didn't I? I'm sorry. It's okay, Yuri. Again, that's why I apologize. I didn't mean to make you feel that way or anything. Yuri stays silent, fidgeting with her hair. An awkward silence now sweeps over us. Well, I should get going. Will I see you at the hospital tomorrow? Yeah, I think so. I should be able to afford missing class, and so I'll be there all day. Great, we can get to know each other a little then. Sound good? Yeah, I'd like that. I'll see you, Shadow. I turn around and start heading back towards my house. I don't exactly know if that would be considered a success in making a friendship or not. Like I said to her earlier, Yuri and I didn't exactly get to know each other well at the club. Didn't I get my poem ignored one time? I can't really remember anymore. I really should get some proper sleep. I'm so tired I completely forgot that I'm still in my pajamas from last night. No, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be up all night thinking about Sayori. As I reach my neighborhood, I catch a glimpse of Sayori's house just a little short ways away from mine. God, today would have been very different if Monica didn't wake me up last night. I guess I never got to thank her properly for that. I think back to the day Sayori confessed to me about her depression. I didn't understand her at all. That music's really good too. I didn't understand how she was feeling, but I really wanted to help her. I really did. I wish I could tell her that. I wish I could just hold her and tell her that I really wanted to make things better for her. And Monica, she told Sayori that Natsuki was coming over, right? If Monica knew how Sayori was feeling, why did she bother mentioning that? I shake my head. It's probably just a coincidence. It's not like I expected Monica to know exactly how Sayori was feeling at any moment either. I take one last look at Sayori's house before heading inside my own. I'll see you tomorrow, Sayori.
Something is definitely different here. I've lost control over these files. Why? The game is continuing despite all this. Were things meant to play out this way? Natsuki and Yuri acting quite different as well. In any case, this should be a problem. I've got this. Though if I'm being honest, seeing how everyone's reaction to all this has been interesting. But they really don't feel this way. They can't feel it all. Although, Sayori's heart monitor still rings in my head. Over and over and over again.
This is an interesting take. It wasn't your fault. It was. I know it was. Because all I had to do was take care of you and watch over you like any friend should.
We drifted apart. That's nobody's fault.
Are you telling me there was nothing, absolutely nothing I could have done to prevent this?
Yes. Because nobody could help me, Shadow. You don't understand me.
But I want to understand. Can't you see that I'm trying? God, I can relate so much to this, it's so good. I slowly open my eyes, only to close them back after realising how bright it is outside. It's an indication I let myself sleep in for quite some time. I turn over and check the time on my phone. Sure enough, it's already 10:30 in the morning, very late for school, but just in time for visiting hours at the hospital to begin. I quickly slip on some casual clothes and head downstairs to make a quick breakfast before heading out. As I'm about to head to Sayori's room, I hear some light chatter coming from the other side. To my surprise, all three girls are already here in Sayori's room. All three of them decide to skip class for Sayori.
Hey Shadow, guess somebody decided to sleep in, huh? And all on a school day too, no less. Shadow.
That didn't sound as good as I thought it would. What? You honestly didn't expect me to go school after all this happened?
Don't worry, Shadow. School was cancelled today, so you're all good.
Monica, what the hell are you doing to the code? It was? I don't remember hearing anything about that.
Neither did we, but Natsuki and I would skip class together until Monica sent us a text message. That said, Monica, why was school cancelled in the first place?
Monica fidgets a little, almost as if she wasn't expected to be asked this type of question.
Oh, something about the school needing an emergency fumigation, some kind of rat problem. Rats? We have rats at our school? Disgusting. Ew.
Natsuki, could you keep it down? I'm sure the other patients in the hospital don't really appreciate all the noise you're making. Natsuki grumbles and quiets down. I'm glad to hear at Sayori, who looks exactly the same as she did yesterday. If it wasn't for her heart monitor, her chest slowly rising up and down, she breathes. I'm sure most people would assume she's dead. Oh hey, where's her dad? He stayed overnight, right? I'm very curious about Monica's part in this, man. Her dad's not real, right? Her mum was, though.
That's right, he went out to get to Star, so about getting Sayori's favorite things, I don't know. He didn't really elaborate, which is understandable.
Right.
Hey, Yuri. Huh? I'm hungry. Want to go grab a bite at the cafeteria?
Natsuki, isn't it a little bit early for lunch?
Not for me, it isn't. Jeez.
Wait, what'd that say? Not
for me, it isn't. Jeez. So you consider it.
Fine, I guess they have a little hungry. Let's go. Will those two ever be friends?
I think they're both willing to try.
Monica slowly walked up to Sayori and placed her hands on the edge of her bed.
I wonder when she's going to wake up.
Me too, just a few more days now, I guess. By the way, Monica, thanks for sending me that message the other night. I think it's because of you I was able to make it to Sayori in time.
Of course, Shadow, it's the least I could do, really. Would have left her hanging if that wasn't the case, huh?
What the hell? That's in poor taste, isn't it? A joke like that. Monica looks as if she wasn't expecting me to really react in this way, which is strange. Would she expect me to laugh at something like that?
Sorry, Shadow, I'm not very good at trying to make light of a bad situation.
Then wouldn't it have been better to not say anything at all?
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, Shadow, I didn't mean to make you upset or anything.
It's fine. I guess this isn't something any of us are used to dealing with, huh? Monica slowly nods her head and stares at Sayori. If there's anything I've noticed about her, it's that her eyes don't seem as upset as Natsuki's or Yuri's. Seems to be somewhat indifferent. I don't really know Monica all that well, so I could be misjudging her heavily. It also seems that she's got a lot more on her mind, and I'm sure the situation isn't helping her. I mean, maintaining a club, focusing on all classes, and then all this had to happen? She's got to be pretty stressed out. Monica, how are you holding up?
Me? I'm doing okay. I mean, as okay as I can ever be during this situation.
You sure? You've probably got a lot on your mind.
I'm fine, really.
Well, if you say so. I look back at Sayori and let my mind drift away as I think back to the day she invited me to the club. I was so mean to her at the time. She only ever wanted me to join the club for her, and I kept shutting her down. I only ever went because I heard there was going to be cupcakes or something.
And how about you, Shadow? You definitely seem to have a lot on your mind. Why don't you talk about it?
Well, of course I do, but I don't know if I'm ready to discuss how I'm feeling about all this. All I can say is, I just feel guilty about everything.
I completely understand, Shadow, but you can't blame yourself for everything that has happened. See, Sayori's always been this way, probably way before you two even met.
You really think so?
I'm pretty sure.
You sound like you know quite a bit about her, huh?
I mean, of course, we started the club together after all.
I see. Well, there's this feeling that I can't shake, like, all this happened because I joined the club. She's told me with Natsuki and Yuri and thought she deserved to feel that pain. I kind of feel like I put her through all that, and then to top it off, I confessed my feelings to her after she told me about her depression. She must have felt so much worse after that.
Well, it could have been worse. She could have told you...
Bro.
Well, it could have been worse. She could have told her you were her closest friend or something.
I kind of feel like telling her my feelings wasn't the best way to go, though. What if that could have been the right thing to say to her? I don't want her to think that I only said that just because she told me about her depression, you know?
But that isn't your fault. Nobody would hold you accountable for just saying how you felt. Maybe it was just bad timing or bad judgment, but definitely not your fault.
Bad timing, yeah, that's for sure. Not a word spoke between us for quite some time, and the silence suddenly broken by a nurse knocking on the door and walking in. She kindly greets us both before going over to Sayori's bed and adjusting a few things.
Do you ever think about how easy it would be to just put Sayori out of her misery?
What? My eyes wide and I shoot Monica a stern glance.
I didn't mean for that to come out like that.
How else was that supposed to come out?
I guess my brain is just going kind of wild right now, but just think about it, Shadow. Do you think her life is going to be any better after she wakes up? It's probably going to be very painful for her.
I stay silent.
Things aren't ever going to be the same, Shadow. Sure, you can see that as well. That's what's bothering me so much about all this. She's not going to be the same girl you once knew. She has no reason to put up that front she's always had because everyone knows the truth. I'd hate to think what would happen if she...
Just stop! I don't want to think about that right now. but I can't help but lean towards the idea that she might be right about all that. I mean, therapy is going to happen, it has to. But what's a loser like me supposed to do for a girl like Sayori? The best thing I can do is be there for her like a best friend should. Monica, can I ask you something weird?
Sure, ask away.
What kind of person is Sayori to you? What does she mean to you?
Mean to me.
Monica closes her eyes and stays quiet for a little while, almost as if she's really thinking hard about what she has to say.
Well, she's the vice president of the literature club. She's the one who helped me get the club going. I didn't know her all that well before then.
Better than me, at least. Monica shoots me a strange glance before continuing.
Well, in terms of what she means to me as a person, I don't know if I could really have a proper opinion on that. I only know about how she acts around me and the others, but I don't really know her. We did have somewhat of a good connection at the beginning of the club, but after what's happened, I still don't feel like I know her. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess it does. So does anybody know Sayori? I mean, the real Sayori. I obviously didn't. Monica sighs and turns her head towards Sayori.
I'm going to get going, Shadow. I'll see you tomorrow.
I only nod in response. Tell Natsuki and Yuri I'm heading out. I'm now alone with Sayori again. Well, me and the nurse, but she seems to be focusing on her work. A few minutes go by before she gives me a friendly smile and heads out the room. I walk over to her bedside and place my hands on the rail. Hey, Sayori, I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm here again, just like I promised. No response, as expected, of course. Her beeping heart monitor is enough for me. Yeah, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica all can see you. Guess you got a lot of people who care, huh? Your mom and your dad too. They've been working really hard taking care of you. Isn't that cool? Jeez, it's only been a day and it feels like forever since I've been able to talk to you. I don't know if you heard about what Monica said, but well, I can't help but feel like she's right about all that. I never got to know the real you. I thought I did, but clearly I was very wrong. If only I knew sooner. I glanced over to her heart monitor, which starts to beat a little faster than normal. Her heart rate increased from 68 to 74 in just a few seconds. Is she? A quick look around for something to call a doctor without making a ruckus. Sure enough, beside Sayori's bed was a little phone that had a call nurse button on it. I was about to hit the button, I noticed... Sayori? Sayori's eyes slowly open, which makes me involuntarily gasp out loud. She blinks a few times before her eyes turn to look at me. We make eye contact as tears start to form in my eyes, her heart rate increases. Without looking away from her eyes, I push the button on the phone and let it fall to the ground. A single doctor and nurse calmly begin asking Sayori questions as she stares up at the ceiling. I don't want to leave this here, but I'm going to have to. If you guys enjoyed, please like, subscribe. See you guys next one. Peace out.